Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Lessons. And before I go into work, I thought I'd make a video. So in this video, I'd like to talk about necromancy. Now, necromancy is communicating with the dead or divining through the dead. And according to my research, it was all over, from ancient Egypt to ancient Greece to ancient Rome to ancient China. It's even mentioned in the Bible. Now, back then, a lot of it was used like communing with ancestors, using the bones and or possessions belonging to their ancestors to ask for things or to help find things. Apparently, the word necromancy comes from ancient Greece. Necros was the word, meaning dead, and mantius, meaning divination. So it was asking the dead to help find things and to gain information. So necromancy hasn't always been associated with truly dark things like it is today. Now there's a much more darker side to necromancy that I think is a lot more known, a lot more advertised out there. I don't necessarily know how many people practice that. I don't think a lot of people who do practice that darker side would actually be open and public about it, because it is illegal. So the darker side of necromancy, there are people, there are grave robbers who dig up graves for valuables, right? Necromancers dig up bodies for use in magical rituals, sometimes to bring about a dark spirit into a human body, or trying to reconnect another spirit that has passed on back into a human body. So these are very morbid rituals. And of course, digging up a body, desecrating a grave, that's all illegal stuff. And as well as it's not morally legal either. So now I've never met a necromancer, especially like one like this, or anyone who calls himself a necromancer. I feel like most people wouldn't turn to that word because it's often associated with the darker side of things. Most people either say spirit communication or just communing with the dead. They don't use the term necromancy. In fact, I don't think I would, because of the stigma attached to it. Because when people hear you're practicing necromancy, they're like, oh, you work with dead bodies? That's disgusting. Gross. Which I agree. But I would never use that term if I was like doing spirit communication. I would never use that word. Spirits, asking spirits, there is a way to do it safely. However, through the dead is not one of them. Now, do I believe, like putting aside the illegal aspects of this, do I believe it's actually possible to reattach a spirit to a human body? I believe it is possible if we had more stronger magic, more stronger energy. But as of right now, no. I don't think that is possible. And I don't think it will be possible for the foreseeable future. And not to mention, I do not like the aspect of using a dead body for magic. And because usually that will bring about negative things, and it's usually used for negative things to bring about darker spirits, like a demon, like a Pet Cemetery kind of thing. Stephen King's Pet Cemetery. It's kind of like that, burying a body so that a dark spirit can enter it, just for the illusion of having their family back. It won't be them. If you could manage it, I doubt it'd be them, because once a spirit has passed over to the higher planes, you can't reach them. They may be able to communicate with you on occasion, but it's not like you can truly make contact. Now, the negative spirits and the earthbound spirits, like the spirits that are in the negative astral plane, the lower ones, and the earthbound spirits, those can be communicated, and it's usually people who you don't want to communicate with. So it wouldn't be good either way. So necromancy, if I did know someone who practiced necromancy and stuff, I would distance myself away from them as soon as possible. If I knew that they were diving into that aspect of it, desecrating graves, bodies, and there might be people who be like, well, it's my family member, they're part of my family, so, I got dibs. Even if they were, even if they were a member of your family, a relative, even a close relative or a close friend, that does not give you the right to dig up their grave and to use their body. I mean, I feel like their immediate family might have some objections, as well as the police and the cemetery and the overall society. So, no. Now, like I said, I never met any of these people, but I have read accounts on these forums of people who talked about it, whether they use animal carcasses or they use human carcasses, which, I can't verify if any of that was true, but, there's a darker side of the internet that you just don't want to open. Let's see. Necromancy is just, it's bad news all around. Now, so for example, my grandma passed away last year. And, all members of the family, all the immediate members of the family who wanted them, got an urn with her ashes in it. Now, if I wanted to use those ashes to commune with my grandma, I could, because it's not unlawful. I have her urn. I have an urn with her ashes in it. Of course I can. And I have a lot of objects that once belonged to her, so that's also something that I can use. So, there's also that too. But I'm not digging up her body. So, communicating with your ancestors through lawful means, either through objects like the Ouija board or pendulums and stuff like that, or just overall divination, that's fine. That is fine. But don't utilize bodies. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and have a good day.